This is NerdTalk.
Hi, and welcome to Nerd Talk. I'm Kurt.
I'm Mike.
And this is our special guest, Kelly Kancyr,
Hi, everyone.
singer-songwriter, and she's going to panel with us today. So
Excited to be here.
awesome! Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for asking.
So I guess we should start off with the news, as usual. Nerd news. Okay. So is Facebook using your phone to suggest friends? Your phone location to suggest friends? They've gone back and forth on this? I hope so.
I think they are.
I kind of hope they would use my location to help me find friends.
But they're actually like tracking, like when you walk down the road to, and you pass some other guy, and like, hey, do you know John Schmo?
Well, that's kind of creepy.
It is kind of creepy, but at the same time, you know, how am I supposed to know?
Right. It was reported they did, and then it was reported that they're not. So I don't know. I just thought I'd give like a quick opinion on that. So. There's a Florida man. I found this interesting because I like Apple. Is suing Apple for $10 billion, saying that he invented the iPhone in 1992. Yeah, there's a drawing. He submitted a drawing for an electronic reading device. Saying that, and now he's saying, oh, that's the iPhone, and you can read stuff on it, and you can look at pictures on it, and you can even see video on it. So that's what he's trying to like sue. But the iPhone doesn't open up like a book. At least mine doesn't. Does
No.
No. You got an
I'm sure I
Android.
would like
so.
that. Well, yeah, but my first Android, you slid it up and you could do your typing right on there. Like it had little chicken keys. That's a bit ridiculous.
It is.
I think that's a stretch.
It's a big stretch. I think he's a patent troll. Is probably what it is. But
Yes. Yeah. Although it does look like one half of the TARDIS.
Heresy. I was gonna wear my scarf this week and I didn't. So that's the Florida man.
Yeah. Well, it's Florida. Yeah.
Oh, so drivers apparently prefer autonomous cars that don't kill them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was reading
Did you
about
see that?
this because you basically every autonomous car is going to have to do the trolley problem.
It's going to have to. So here we'll ask you.
Okay.
Okay, you're in a car. The car is driving itself autonomously, and there's going to be an accident. It's going to plow through 10 innocent children, or it's going to hit a tree and kill you. Which does the car do? It's driving itself.
Yeah, what does it do? I don't know what it does.
Well, I think they're trying to figure all this stuff out, and in theory, people were like, okay, well, you know, obviously, if it's going to plow through 10 children, we'd want to kill the driver. But unless people go, oh, well, I'm the driver. Oh, well.
Yeah. When people, yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
They're the driver. Yeah, they're like, yeah, no, children.
Yeah.
Never.
So what happens is that I don't know if any of you are familiar with the trolley problem, which is a ethical thinking game or thinking theory, and you have two tracks, and one is a bridge is out on the one track, and the trolley full of people will go off the bridge in the other, and the other lane is like somebody that you know and love is like stuck on the tracks, and you have to make a decision to either sacrifice all these people on the trolley or switch it over and kill the person that you know and love, and which is pretty much, I imagine, what the president's life is like every single day.
Pretty much, yeah.
But now you have this where the computers are trying to make this decision, trying to pull this philosophical and moral dilemma out. And it's got to have rules, because there are inevitably going to be crashes where something like this is going to be a difference in how it's going to happen. I mean, the nice thing about it is that with autonomous cars, you're not going to have 35,000 people a year killed in car accidents. You'll probably have a much smaller number, but when it does, there's going to be a point where there has to be some kind of decision made.
10 innocent children, that's all, each year, sacrificed to the autonomous cars.
I feel like they'll eventually somehow compute it where it's less and less every year. I don't know. But I don't trust a computer just to decide that. I definitely don't.
I trust it more than I trust another person.
That's true. Human error is a lot, but
When you
computers freeze up and...
commuting to work, I constantly see people who are like driving down the road, driving 70 miles an hour up Route 8 like this. That really terrifies me.
With their hot coffee in the other hand.
Steering with their knees. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of news coming out too. What was the one I was just seeing? It was I saw something absolutely ridiculous on here, and now I can't remember what it was. Amazon.
Oh.
Amazon is offering to knock $50 off an Android phone if you watch ads that you're forced to watch to unlock your phone.
No.
That's so annoying.
$50 is not enough. I mean, so you need to unlock your phone to like make a phone call to like call someone you're going to be late, and you're driving. Now you have to watch an ad also. You're not supposed to be doing anything with it to begin with. Now you gotta like.
I mean,
watch the latest.
I guess people that can't afford a phone might benefit.
I guess $50 could seem like a lot, but at this point, I think phones are getting cheap, really, really cheap.
Phones are.
And I mean, because I'll do things like every once in a while I'll play Temple Run and I'll watch an ad to continue my game instead of spending the Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's a little bit different. That's just I get to sit there for and just ignore something for 30 seconds. Waiting for my game to start again. I don't want to have to do that for my phone. I really that would make me angry. That would make me very angry.
It's bad enough that happens sometimes. You'll like click on a link and you think it's a totally legit link. It's like a good website that you've been on 1,000 times and it'll play something at you.
Yeah. Or what's even worse is the ones that are like, oh, please turn off your ad blocker if you want to view the content. It's like, well, I don't need to turn off. I don't need to see your content that badly, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. And what's really funny is there's actually websites now that have learned their lesson. They don't get any views if you have your ad blocker on, because they're starting to include ad blockers in browsers.
I won't go on Pinterest because I don't want to have to like log into their site. You have to log in just to go to on their site, and I've decided that's just too far.
I didn't realize that because I have a Pinterest site with like 2 things pinned on it. So I did not know that. Do you do Pinterest at all?
A little bit. Sometimes I do. But you're right. It shows it to you at first, and then they'll make you sign in. It's like a tease. They'll show you, and you're like, oh, this is cool. And you scroll down and you can't see anything.
It's just scroll down. As you scroll down, these middle fingers just appear on the screen.
There was another site that used to do that, demand that you logged in. I think it was Instructables used to demand that you logged in.
Yeah.
And they eventually gave that up too. So I'm hoping that happens because, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm tired of logging in every place that I go on the web.
Yeah. Well, then you should be using OAuth and giving everybody access, through your Facebook account. That's what I'm waiting for. I am waiting. Where I work, we've been slowly replacing all of our PCs with Google Chromebooks and Chromeboxes. And I have been waiting for the day that we can finally get rid of Active Directory. And they have an OAuth plugin for the Macs, and they have we can because we already have it for the Google Chrome. We just actually replicate everything over from Active Directory in Windows. So that's how it knows about the users. I am waiting for the day that I can just have everything in Google and then have my Macs, everything else just authenticate against Google. We have an OAuth plugin that goes in, and you can just. That would make my career. I could, at that point, I could just be like, all right, I'm only working I'm only working during the school year. I'm not working over the summer. Sorry. That would be awesome.
Years away.
No, I think it's probably a lot closer. I think that I don't know. I have to take a look at the next version of Mac, but I think that you can use the PAM, the pluggable authentication modules. I think you can use those for login screen. If you can do that, then you can probably program OAuth. So you just have a Facebook button on your login screen. You just hit the Facebook button. Yeah, give me access. Okay, you are who you say you are, or Google Plus or whatever. Google Plus.
Google Plus.
The
Which I forgot that I even had a Google Plus account, and then
you have to
send
have
me a notification.
Yeah, you have to have one.
Yeah.
It's the ghost town of social media.
You thought MySpace was in poor shape. Friendster. LiveJournal. LiveJournal's actually going strong, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. It's
I'm not there anymore.
although I have to say it was really funny. I remember one of my friends had put up a graphic one time. It was LiveJournal. It's like just like the TNT logo. It says "We know drama." I guess you could say now the same thing about Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
John,
go ahead.
Yeah, you want to continue with some random
Sure.
news items? German engineers have created a camera no bigger than a grain of salt,
That's pretty impressive.
which, it could be used for health imaging
Yeah, health imaging, emissions testing.
or spying.
Yeah, spying too. Oh yeah. Aren't there like drones now that are like the size of like flies?
Yes.
There probably are. I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
Insect size.
And don't they use like a lot of the same kind of technology, like to grip onto things too? Like they.
So yeah. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, so they use like the fly like material.
There could be a drone in the studio right now. You wouldn't know it.
There could be.
We haven't talked about. We haven't talked about drones for weeks or.
No, we haven't talked about
2 or 3
drones.
episodes. We haven't talked
Which,
about drones.
which, by the way, reminds me of my favorite, my favorite joke from the Correspondents' Dinner with Larry Wilmore. Speaking of drones, why does Wolf Blitzer still have a show?
Yes. Why does he? I'm not throwing these at you, Kelly. I'm just throwing them over there.
Oh, Wolf Blitzer manages to stick his foot in his mouth a lot. It's really funny. Quick, is this good or bad? It's one of my favorites. Is when everybody would break down their analysis of the news. Well, it's not quite that simple. Come on, good or bad?
Pick a side, Wolf. So how would you feel about if you were visiting another country and then when you reached that country, they asked you for all your social media account names during customs?
Would you really disclose all of them, I guess?
Yeah. How do they know if you're lying, telling the truth or not?
Weird. Apparently, Homeland Security
That's kinda
wants is proposing this.
Our country or other countries?
Our country.
Yes.
It's actually proposing this.
Yes.
It's
They could, obviously terrorists are going to lie about their name, so
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to find.
And are they going to post on social media? Boy, can't wait today. Today's the big day. Yeah.
I don't know. ISIS does seem to be pretty. They are on social media quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, that's like one of their big recruiting tools is social media.
They're not. I haven't noticed them pop up anywhere.
Well, we're also not disaffected youth, so we're disaffected middle agers. So
Indeed.
that's and we're too tired for that kind of nonsense. We just go out and vote. That's what we do. That's our political violence. We go out and vote.
I have a news item,
Yay.
and it's pretty nerdy.
Okay.
In Russia, there was an AI robot that they taught to learn, and so it was in this lab or school or something in Russia, and it learned so well that it learned how to escape.
Oh, wow.
And it escaped in Russia, and they found it in the middle of an intersection, and it ran out of battery. So they brought it back, and it escaped again.
I heard about this, and they wiped it. They completely reprogrammed it again.
Deassemble it. It was.
Why? Why would it want to escape?
I don't know, but this is not a good sign. Like, if they have that now, what are they going to have in 20 years? It's kind of scary.
What are they going to have next week?
It's going to be like Terminator.
They're going to have...
Either that or it's going to be like the Houdini robot.
It's just a magic show.
They're going to have...
Watch me as they dig me in this chunk of water. I will escape from the sink of water and just like shorts out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the robot in the straitjacket, just rips it apart. Thank you. Is it bows?
That's good. We should do that. Yeah.
The world's absurd. It really is. It deserves absurdist humor. Existence is absurd.
We're already like 20 minutes in.
Are we? Oh, good Lord.
Or
All right.
16 minutes in.
So,
yeah.
you have some stuff going on.
Yes, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I play a lot of shows around New Haven area mostly. I have a website, kellykancyr.com, if you ever want to see any shows I have coming up. And also I have one show in particular I want to promote it's a Out of the Darkness show, or walk. It's for suicide prevention, and that's September 25th, 11 to 3. I'm actually singing at the closing ceremony, so it's a big walk in Hamden. They raise money for suicide prevention.
Oh, great.
So I just want to raise awareness for that.
Cool. Awesome. And you do a lot of kind of like, since you're a singer-songwriter, you do a lot of guitar, vocals. I haven't had a chance to.
I sing, yep. I play guitar. I do my own guitar and I sing, and I write my songs.
Oh, fantastic.
I have a band, or I play solo sometimes, either one, depending on the venue.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite venues in the area?
I do. I like Cafe 9. I like the Outer Space. I played at Toad's. Those are kind of the main music ones I'm trying to think. I play at Barracuda in downtown on Chapel Street. I do a brunch there. It's not a music venue, but it's a good restaurant. Yeah, those are good ones. Cafe 9 definitely.
Oh, right.
You know, for musicians.
Yeah. I've played Cafe 9. I've done some of my electronic stuff there. I've done the Outer Space too. The Outer Space has got. I actually kind of prefer that to the actual space, mainly because they have beer.
It's a bar. Yeah.
But I've done that. I've been those are some good spots. I don't know much about Barracuda, but
Well, they have a great brunch. It's a Latin food, and they have a really good happy hour. And they have a bottomless mimosa, so.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
It's for an hour. You're kind of limited, so you don't have to go crazy.
So it's
You have no idea how quickly I can drink mimosas.
on a Sunday.
only sort of bottomless.
I bet you could drink a few. So.
I liked
Guess
it the time that I was at Barracuda. I didn't hit the brunch, but we had a
You just got
flatbread
We had a
pizza there.
flatbread.
Huh?
It was I think it was a chicken and a mango chipotle or something.
Yeah,
Very exotic.
yeah.
And really good.
You know who has a horrible brunch is Cafe 9.
Uh-oh.
I mean, if you
I
like,
didn't know they had a brunch.
they don't. It's just
That's
beer.
why it's
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, if you just want to have beer for brunch,
That is a great brunch.
then it's
I really
fantastic.
enjoy it.
It's wonderful.
Are they open that early?
I don't know. I know that Barcade opens up at noon, and I'm really surprised. If I didn't have a job I would pretty much like be waiting there at like 11:15, 11:45, just pacing up and down Orange Street waiting to get in.
That place is really awesome. I went the other night.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I had my best game of Miss Pac-Man of my whole life.
Was it the 4-player?
My friend was the 2-player.
Oh no, it's the regular Miss
My friend
Pac-Man,
was
not
so
the.
annoyed. She's like, I'm so bored right now. I don't even want to. I'm like, this is my best game of my whole life, but it was really fun.
Have you seen the stationary bike game that you have to
Yes.
fly? Oh,
It looks so fun, and like, where did this game come from? It's like Japanese, and you're flying, and you're popping balloons,
balloons. And as you pedal fast, there's a fan that blows on you.
you play it,
Yeah, it's great.
and you're exercising, and
You-
you're drinking beer.
You are.
I mean, that's a win-win.
Yeah. Well, gin, that's my thing, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm worried. I'm waiting for the day that somebody like has a little bit too much to drink and is pedaling really hard and just barfs all over the machine.
So technically, you're flying that little
It's a pedal-powered plane.
pedal-powered plane drunk.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, you're.
That game is awesome. I didn't play it, but I was like, why didn't I play this? It looks great.
Yeah, no kidding. It's really fun, and that one's good. Another good one is there's a blast. They have Rampage. Rampage was one of my favorites. It's where
That looks funny.
it's where you destroy the buildings. You're one of the monsters, and you destroy the building, and you reach in and like grab people and eat them. It's wonderful.
There was this one girl who was playing the hamburger game.
Burger
Like,
Time, yes.
And she was so angry. Like, she was so mad. This is where alcohol and gaming don't mix. Like, she was so mad about her hamburgers. I was like, it's okay.
Well, one of the things that's really amazed me about these are how people. There's like these people have never seen these kids who are like in their early to mid 20s who've never seen arcade games before, and they go and they'll put in a quarter and they'll play like a game for like 2 seconds and they'll just walk away after like blowing up once.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Maybe they just don't have the skill set for the joystick, the old school.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen like they go to Satan's Hollow is a big one because I usually see that a lot because I play Tron constantly. That's another one I play, and Tron's right next to Satan's Hollow, and they'll sit there and they'll play it, or they don't watch the demo at all to learn how to play, or even read the instructions.
I think a lot of times kids will look at older games and think they're easy or dull and not really realize the interest that word of them, and will not have enough patience with it.
I know.
It's true.
Okay, and Asteroids is another one that's like that too. Or,
I couldn't believe they had Joust.
oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm like, Joust. I mean, I had that on the Atari, but yeah,
Yes.
I was like, wow, they have some really good old school games.
Yeah.
We were talking about bringing a 8-bit Nintendo in and plugging it in during an episode and just while we're
Yeah.
talking, playing.
Yeah, and actually, what my suggestion was that we do like a MST 3K. So that would be really cool to put it up on a green screen, play it. We could just have our silhouettes.
So it's in the corner.
Yeah, that would be great. And we just talk back and forth while having the controllers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's so do you have any? Did you grow up with Nintendo or?
I grew up with Atari, so before Nintendo. I didn't even have a Nintendo. I had Asteroids, I had Pong, I had Joust, I didn't have Mario Kart and all that.
Did you flip the score on Asteroids? Did you play enough to do that?
I don't think so.
Oh, that was one of my goals in
It was
life.
that good.
That was like one of the crowning achievements of my childhood was being able to reset the score to 0
Oh, wow.
when you hit 1,000,000 points on Asteroids.
I definitely didn't do that.
Did you play ET at all?
No,
Oh,
I didn't have. Oh yeah, that's like I saw a documentary about that.
yeah, it's one of the worst Atari games ever.
The worst Atari game. They buried it in a
Landfill.
landfill.
In New Mexico.
No, it wasn't a parking lot.
Found it. Did you see the documentary?
Yeah.
It was actually
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, it was King Charles II that they buried in the parking lot. Was it Charles II? Which one was it? Can't remember which one. They found one of the kings of England.
I don't know. Does anyone in the studio know?
I think it was Charles because it was the one.
It was Richard
The third, Richard. Yes, thank you.
according to our resident historian.
Yes, it was Richard the Third. Yeah, because I think he was killed during the with the, I wanted to say Glorious Revolution, but it wasn't. It was English. The War of the Roses. That's right, because and it was the Civil War was later. That's where all the streets in New Haven are named after. It's the reason you have Gough and Whaley and Orange Street and all that stuff.
And it's highly likely that Jimmy Hoffa's buried in our parking lot also.
Do you know which one?
No.
No.
A parking lot. Come on, that's enough of a hint, isn't it? So yeah, if you want to see our other episodes, we started putting on YouTube. If you search NerdTalk CTV, they should pop up. And we didn't get any email last month. What's with you guys?
Yeah.
Email us nerdtalk@drosh.net.
Our fans are slacking off.
Maybe we need to give them a question.
Hey, well,
Next time we'll do that.
yeah. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I
Yes.
think that's an appropriate question. We need an answer to that.
Oh, I'm going to be at Connecticut, wandering around in cosplay, and if you walk up to me, or if you even on the street you walk up to me and say "nerd on" or something like that, I'll give you something. It's not a big thing, so don't go to Connecticut just for that. But yeah, I just want to see if anyone actually does.
Go to Connecticut because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about the digital detox I went on, but next time.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know where we're at. Where are we at time-wise? I can't see that.
I can't see anything. Ah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Kelly, anything else you wanted to promote? Do you have any music out right now, or?
I'm currently recording. I have a very secret music video happening. I cannot disclose any information. You're gonna just have to look out for that. That's happening. And yeah, I'm just really excited to finish up my recording. I have a lot of great musicians on it, and just promote it, play some
Cool.
shows, do some bigger shows, bigger festivals, whatever I can get.
And you were on Channel 8 recently.
I was recently on Channel 8.
And
yeah.
you're also on live bands touring. I know that because that's where I met you.
Yes. I was on those. So this is my third appearance in a few months, so
Cool.
No, right on.
good streak right now. But Nerd Talk had to be the most fun. I mean, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming.
You can come on anytime
Yeah.
you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, 1 minute. We got 1 minute.
1 minute.
Um,
We waste 30 seconds trying to find something.
okay, so there was the Warcraft movie came out recently. It was kind of like
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see
it was pretty. You know, a friend of mine and I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft, so we wanted to go there. And it was neat to visit that world, but from the they haven't learned yet to not make movies about video games. They're coming out with a Minecraft movie. Warner Brothers has it slated for May 2019.
Oh, fantastic.
That's our music. Thanks, guys. We will see you next time. Kelly,
Thanks.
again for coming.
Thank you.
Crew.
Thank you, crew.
Thank
Thank
you, nerds,
you.
for watching us. Thank you, green guy. Whoa! There he goes. He's drunk again.
Yeah.